Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your daily astrology report for February 17th of 2023. So let's see what's going on in the energies for today. So the big thing going on today, we have the moon that's going to be conjuncting Pluto. Now, this is coming on the wake of the Sun Saturn conjunction in Aquarius. So this is the moon meeting Pluto at the end of Capricorn, while the sun is meeting Saturn at the end of Aquarius. This is some mastery energy. This is like flushing out all this karmic lesson that is being brought to our the peak of our conscious awareness. This is kind of like a preview or a prequel to the a lot of the energies that are coming up here in the next month or so. I'm going to be posting my my March monthly astrology report the same day as this. So please go ahead and check that out if you haven't checked it out already. Now, we also have Mars coming into 15 degrees, getting closer and closer to these energies of the square to Neptune, which is going to be like the final part of the Mars retrograde lesson that we haven't fully completed yet. So with this, there's a sesquiquadrate between Mars and the moon conjunct Pluto, which means that there's a lot of masculine energy coming up and out. Now, we all have masculine energy, okay? And with this masculine energy, there's like a past life lesson or something from the past about how we need to course correct our direction in life that we're going, right? So whatever it is that's come up for you in the last few days, the moon in Pluto is seeing all the way to the depth of it, but we have to be willing to look at that depth. So that's going to be the challenge. And of course, this is all, it's like all these intense aspects that we're going through right now, leading up to really the deepest clearing of it as Jupiter comes into Chiron, or I should say, the potential clearing of it. This is giving us an opportunity to really look at ourselves in a deeper way and being honest with ourselves about who we really want to be and what is really making us happy. Okay, so whatever you may be having these questions in your mind coming up about what really makes me happy, what kind of life do I really want to live in this next chapter of my life that's coming to a culmination. We have Venus now at 27 degrees coming into the anorectic degrees of Pisces, clearing out another layer of understanding about how we want to receive. Okay, now this can also be a desire for escapism or even addiction or disillusionment or illusion when it comes to how we're feeling and seeing these parts of our shadow that have been in the background for quite some time. Okay, so the moon conjunct Pluto is very deep, very intense, and so you kind of want to get used to this deep energy, because the deep energy ain't going away anytime soon. All right, this is preparing us, and as the moon's coming into this dark phase right before the new moon at 1 degree of Pisces, that new moon is going to be conjunct to Saturn as well. So the universe is really giving us some opportunities here to move through some stuff. So I would recommend surrounding yourself with good solid people. Don't isolate yourself right now. I mean, if you got to do the shadow work and you need a day, what I call a DDS day, don't do shit. Okay, hey, that might be necessary right now, but in the grand scheme of things, this stuff is not going away. We're going to have to face it. We're going to have to feel it. We're going to have to move through it. So allow that to be okay. We also have Mercury that's still loosely square the nodes, so a lot of like unexpected communication, either from self in our soul, or our heart is screaming to us like in a very unconventional creative way, that we need to really step into our alchemy process, like transmuting this energy through alchemy. And the way that we do alchemy is through acceptance, is through surrender. If we've been trying to control things, if we have an expectation, expectation is the root of all suffering. So the expectation of things going a certain way, or things responding a certain way to something that's within us, whatever the case may be, all right, let go of expectations, allow things to unfold as they can. Like if there's things that are coming to a culmination that's getting very intense, that you feel like I just can't fucking do this anymore, You're not meant to do it anymore. Okay. So just let it go. Chuck it in the fucking bucket. You know what I'm saying? We have Jupiter that's at a retrograde now. That's, coming closer. It's like, okay, the time for, like maybe a little bit of self-loathing, self-pity, that time is over. And it's time to really, I don't want to say fight through, but really allow through, right? Like, it's like whenever you're in an uncomfortable situation, I always relate this to the military, right? When you're in like basic training or like some kind of specialized training that's very difficult, all right? You're working with a team, right? And you're working with other people around you. You know, other people around you are going through some similar things, like especially in the world right now, everybody is going through some, unique things. So you're not alone in this, but you have to be willing to reach out, to be vulnerable, to have those conversations, to be able to clear up any old karma, to be able to be completely truthful and be willing to hear the truth, maybe from, other people, past situations that, didn't pan out the way that you thought it would. Whatever communication, whatever truth is coming out, there's a lot of deep truths that are coming out. And these deep truths that are coming from the outside is actually a reflection of the truths that we need to accept within, and let go of that need to see the full picture. We're not going to see a full picture of anything right now because we're all collectively in this sort of cocoon phase of going from a caterpillar to a butterfly, caterpillar being the third dimension, butterfly being the fifth dimension. And, allow it to teach us, allow us to grow, and, move into our deeper layers of truth that are being born within us. So you could equate this to maybe like birthing pains, right? Like we're all being born in a new level, in a new way, with all these energies at the 29th degree, more specifically Saturn and Pluto, and then Neptune also being now at 25 degrees and coming into the very last degrees of Pisces. It's going to still take another, couple years to fully move through that. But this is where, addiction can get really strong. This is where like your identity is going to be dissolving because a new, more collective, higher vibrational density that's based in the heart chakra, based in Christ consciousness, based, learning how to transcend the mind and live our lives in the heart is the foundation for what we're moving into. So if it feels like you're dying inside a little bit, it's your ego that's dying. You're not really dying. And if you fight it too much, then yeah, a lot of people are leaving this planet because they are choosing not to face their shit. So these deep shadow aspects are coming from seemingly out of nowhere, but really, if it's not this lifetime stuff, it's coming from past life stuff. Okay, so face that shadow, and I promise you, you're going to be feeling a lot stronger come after this new moon next week. And even still, we're still in this ending phase type of thing, but the new identity is being birthed within us, one little step at a time. So let it move through you, and take it one step at a time. That's all you can do right now, one step at a time. So I hope you guys have a great day. Please like, share, and subscribe. If this information resonates with you, please feel free to contact me in the description box below. The information will be there. And I'll see you all on the next report. I hope.